15 cars to be discontinued in 2023. Now that we're half a year down to 2022, car makers have already been rolling out their 2022 models, but for some, that could also mean that it would be the last of its kind to grace their dealership. Today, we are going to list down some of our favorite 15 cars that we are sadly going to have to say goodbye to this in 2023. But before we get right into it, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons for more of our updates. Now, shall we? Number 15. Lamborghini Aventador. First on our list is the Lamborghini Aventador, which many critics have said should have been discontinued a long time ago. Well, yes, but that would be unfortunate for some fans, so Lamborghini devised a plan that they are not really going to stop producing it, they're just going to revamp the whole thing into a hybrid model. Number 14. Tesla Model S Plaid Plus. Tesla has some issues with deadlines, and everybody knows that. It was never manufactured in the first place. The company had announced that this model will be coming in 2020 that would be priced at almost $150,000 with 520 miles of range, and a 0 to 60 time of under 2 seconds. However, Tesla CEO Elon Musk had recently announced that they will now be focusing more on the normal Plaid variant. Number 13. BMW 2 Series Convertible. BMW is discontinuing a couple of cars in its lineup, and one of them is the BMW 2 Series Convertible. The rumors about the model being discontinued have been going on for years, and this time, it's something that the company has already confirmed. They have seen the last of their production in 2021, and the prices for these are expected to get even more expensive. Number 12. Ford EcoSport. The Ford EcoSport is something very familiar to people because, at one point, it's been a favorite purchase for customers. But sadly, Ford will now be pulling the plug on its manufacturing after 5 years since its first release in 2018. Number 11. Porsche Macan Turbo. Next on the list is the Porsche Macan Turbo, but it's not really something that people should be worried about. As far as anything is concerned, the most substantial thing that Porsche will be doing to this model is just drop the turbo name from it and change it to the new GTS model starting this year. Number 10. Kia Cadenza. The Kia Cadenza who? Just kidding. Well, it wouldn't really come off as a surprise that the Kia Cadenza's production will now be halted, as it's not really something that has made rounds on the market. It's not as profitable as many have expected it to be. Ever since the low performance in sales, Kia decided to change its name to the K8 and moved its market outside of the US. Number 9. Dodge Challenger Hellcat. In this day and age, V8 engines are becoming harder and harder to place in cars even if you have the best engineers and car manufacturers out there. So, Dodge decided that they would have to relieve themselves of that problem by stopping the production of the Dodge Challenger Hellcat. But fear not, because Dodge had said that they will be making up for it and they will be introducing something better in the market soon called the E-Muscle. Number 8. Lotus Evora GT. Before Lotus had bid goodbye to its beloved sports car, they'd given the Lotus Evora GT one last puff before letting it go starting this 2022. They have managed to have its last release with new options, colors, and features, but its rival model, such as the Emira, has a huge lead ahead. The company has recently announced that they are planning to go all-electric soon, so it's not really that big of a deal anymore. Number 7. Mercedes-AMG CLS 53. Mercedes-Benz is planning to pull out a lot of their AMG models this 2023, and the AMG CLS 53 is going to be one of them. The model is quite young as it had only lasted for 5 years in the market before Mercedes decided to shut it down. It's a bit of a loss to car owners though because, since its debut in 2018, it's the only car available with a 6-cylinder CLS available in the United States. Number 6. Toyota Land Cruiser. The Toyota Land Cruiser is honestly a market favorite, so it wouldn't make sense for Toyota to discontinue it. And surprise, surprise, the company knows that. Just like the Porsche Macan Turbo, the Toyota Land Cruiser isn't really something that would be discontinued, rather it's only getting a rebrand in terms of model names. The nameplate has already been discontinued in the United States, but there will be a new 300 series model for the markets abroad. Number 5. Chevrolet Camaro. Chevrolet and Ford have been going at it for quite a while now, and with Chevrolet deciding to discontinue the Camaro, we see this as a loss for the company that rivals the Ford Mustang. By the end of 2023, we won't be seeing any new Camaros on the road anymore. A reason why it had to stop was that it was already at the losing end. And while Chevrolet tried to resuscitate the car by equipping it with 6-cylinder engines and even made 4 versions of it, it still didn't work. Number 4. Mercedes-AMG Black Series. With just over 1,700 cars built in the entirety of its production time, Mercedes-Benz will be eventually pulling the plug on their AMG Black Series this 2023. The company has been stopping the production of some young models as the Black Series had only been released last 2020. Sources have said that this was the car manufacturer's answer to their rivals who have been making rounds in the automotive industry such as Porsche. Number 3. Nissan GT-R R35. The Nissan GT-R R35 has had a good run for already 10 years now, and Nissan's decision to end its manufacturing had mixed reactions coming from its consumers. While it has been updated from time to time, its only substantial modifications have only been through power upgrades and design rehashes. The car is undeniably a beast, but the curtains have to be closed on this one to make room for the newer generation of Nissan GT-RS. Number 2. BMW i3. BMW has been making rounds with their cars lately, and they have been hitting it off with the electric vehicle market with their new models. However, the BMW i3 is something that didn't go along with their plans, as it is one of the worst reviewed cars they have ever had. Some of the biggest car fans out there are actually happy to see it leave BMW's roster for the upcoming year. It is not very cost-effective, the performance doesn't reach the bare minimum, and the design did not help at all. It's a very wise decision for BMW to have the car manufacturing stop for the i3, and hopefully, they'll just focus more on the far superior i4. Number 1. Rolls-Royce Dawn and Wraith. This is probably the most surprising car on this list, as Rolls-Royce is known for its car's longevity. But in a move that caught many people off guard, Rolls-Royce will be ending the manufacturing of their Dawn convertible and Wraith coupe in the United States starting this year. The reason for it is that the new car regulations aren't just fit for the car models, and there was no other way around it. But we think it's also a good choice for them because the car's platform is very outdated, which had come from 2007. And that is it for our video for today, everyone. What's your opinion on these cars getting discontinued? Would you have wanted to see more of it? Let us know in the comments section down below. And if you love the video, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons for more of our updates. Thank you.